Extreme. Do you see how we did that?
You're so
Extreme.
clever.
I'm over-caffeinated is what it is. So let's talk Mount Washington Observatory. What is it? What do you guys do?
Oh, the mission of the observatory is we're up there 365 days a year, observe the weather every hour on the hour.
Right. It's like the longest running weather
weather record.
Yeah, and I mean, you go to the website, they'll have all the fine details. And what a place the top of Mount Washington is, because yes, it's the extreme weather up there, and if you haven't been up in the winter because you're not a mountaineer, now you have an opportunity to experience what Mount Washington's like in the wintertime, courtesy of. Do you always say extreme Mount Washington?
Extreme Mount Washington.
That's right. It makes you just want to talk like that,
yes.
Monster truck.
It's like a dun, dun, dun. And that's what we don't want it to be scary. And there's some people that would find the winter very scary and would never want to go up there in the winter. But that's why now this. So today, after 4 years of concept and design, and
dragging
development,
up there,
it's been pretty intense. And today is the opening. It's not the grand opening. That's a few weeks.
Well, you had a limited opening before, but now it's open.
It's open, and people can visit today. And the auto road is open. The COG is open, so people can access the summit in any way they like it. They can hike, and when they get to the summit, this. It's a $5 ticket, but the ticket is included in your auto road or your COG ticket.
Great. So if you're a hiker, you can expect to pay the $5, but otherwise it's included.
Yep.
Okay.
And it's an interactive experience, and you can kind of go through at your own pace. But there's a whole. So it's basically what they did was they sort of embedded a guy up there last year for the whole winter, and he took all this video and photo, and they took that down and they put it into all these fantastic sort of interactive exhibits. So when you enter the museum, one of the first things you'll see, actually this is an exhibit that displays the tools and things that were used from the highest wind being recorded by man and back in 1934.
Oh wow!
So that 231 mile per hour wind, the highest wind ever recorded by man. So you'll see all the materials in the log book. Ooh, and there's a whole little. It's it's the actual anemometer that was there. Ooh. But it's really we watched the other day just the display that will be showing sort of what they recorded in their log, and just so you really feel like you get a sense of the guys that were up there, and
it's
just
amazing that they were up there to begin with.
It's
incredible. These buildings are chained down to the top of Mount Washington.
Yeah, and the guys climbing to the roof to knock the ice off the instrument, and you get a really cool sense of.
Yeah, and they didn't have EMS.
No, they were absolute sort of warriors. These guys, so,
absolutely,
and it's why we're here today. So it's pretty amazing,
Yeah, now we're looking at a panoramic view window.
So this, in the old exam, they had just sort of a one season panorama. Now this is going to be, you can press a button and it's going to rotate through 3 seasons. It's going to be like the fall foliage, summer views, and then winter views, but with full scape, so that you can see as far as the eye can see on any day.
So gorgeous.
Because sometimes people get up there and they only have this opportunity to come up once, and they don't get visibility because we're in the clouds 65% of the year.
Right. Is it the same? Are they utilizing the window or the picture that they had up before, or is it all new?
I don't think so. It's all new photography. Yeah.
Okay. Now we're looking at snow tractor simulator.
I think this one is going to be sort of pretty fascinating. So in the winter, the observers that go up every week, and then we also have trips, but there's a snowcat trip to the summit. So the only way that the summit is accessed in the winter is through mountaineering trips and this snowcat. And it's always, the snowcats can be a pretty interesting adventure at times, but it's not something that everybody gets to experience or that everybody wants to experience.
It could be a once in a lifetime for some.
And so this gives people the opportunity to kind of really see what that experience is, and they get to sort of pretend they're driving the cat. We expect that one's going to be pretty
popular,
entertaining for people. Because you figure this museum is the highest trafficked museum in the state of New Hampshire.
I forget the number that they're saying.
Over 150,000 folks go up in the summer.
That's amazing.
And that's not, nearly. So most of those folks would never come up in the winter. So they'll get a really good sense of of what it entails, like how committed these observers are to getting to work in these conditions, and every week.
The lifestyle is just extreme.
It is pretty extreme.
Rime ice time lapse.
Okay, and so one of the most spectacular things on the summit when you do go up, especially in the winters, like you see the rime ice formations, which are always beautiful. They look like just little feathery ice, and but they form in all kinds of like lengths and sizes. It's really wild.
Because you think the wind's going to blow it over whatever obstacles, and it forms on the backside, like a snowdrift, but it actually forms into the wind.
Right, like the particles. I think like they catch onto each other as they're kind of blowing through it. And
treacherous and beautiful at the same time.
Yep. So they're really it's spectacular. So they've done sort of this exhibit, and this actual image is an image of. There was an observer. They have the Century Club where when it's 100 mile per hour sustained wind, they walk around the deck, and which is not for the faint at heart to attempt. But so this is like an actual. This model was created based on like an actual video of one of the guys doing that walk.
I know someone pushing buttons though. Is that something that's interactive with the screen? Perhaps?
I haven't actually seen it, but I think it probably just shows how it forms. It will be a time lapse of the formation of it. Like Tom Gilmet, who did the video and the photography for this museum, he was like this pioneer, like trying to come up with these rigs so that they could sustain the winds and the cold, and still capture this type of stuff out in this crazy weather.
It's gorgeous. We're seeing a video right now actually on the screen.
Oh, cool. Yeah. So he really did this. He came up. He would go down. He was like MacGyver. He would go down to Home Depot and try to bring back a whole bunch of different things, and he tried all kinds of different things, and probably has in the process invented some things that will be used by other people in cold weather. Yeah, I mean, so he'll be up June 13th. He's coming up for the first time to see.
Oh, good.
See the museum. So
all right,
it's
so
pretty
you
awesome.
folks can actually experience Extreme Mount Washington on top of Mount Washington right now. The opening is now, so you can get up Cog Railway, the Auto Road. It's included in your pass. Again, if you're hiking, there's a $5 charge, and I'm sure that you can donate to mountwashington.org because it is a private nonprofit organization.
Yes,
you can do that all
driven,
online. And let's talk real briefly about one of your biggest fundraisers, Seek the Peak, because I'm sure that people have already signed up.
Yeah, I want to say too, though, if you can't make it to the summit today, you can always stop in the Weather Discovery Center down here in the valley
free and
too.
Open to the public.
Free and open to the public.
Interactive. My kids love it. They have like an air cannon. They have sailboats that you can sail around, and
the Shaky Shack.
Oh my gosh!
You go in and kind of hear the winds and the sort of experience that high wind day. Yeah, it's very cool.
I know, and they also have like a tornado simulator type thing. You can actually put your hand in.
Oh, the green screen.
And the green screen, you can do your weather forecast.
And you can do it live from the rock pile, 11:15 and 2:15. Yeah.
I always do that when I talk about weather forecasting. I'm like, maybe high pressure or something, I'm not sure. But let's talk about Seek the Peak. When is it?
So July 18th and 19th, this is our signature fundraising event. It's our annual Seek the Peak event, the nation's premier hiking event. For us, it's just such a fun day because you have, these 500 plus folks, like-minded, hiker, inspired, Mount Washington Observatory enthusiasts, sort of descend upon the valley, and they have all done fundraising to be a participant. It's a $200 fundraising threshold to get into the whole program for the weekend, and basically. The first 500 that reach the $200 fundraising goal earn themselves a backpack from Eastern Mountain Sports, who's one of our major sponsors, and then they get into a prize pool of raffle drawing with, $30,000-$40,000 worth of prizes. So it's just sort of this fun weekend of great prizes, fabulous hiking. You don't have to hike to the summit. Most folks do hike to the summit because it's sort of a goal that they set for themselves, or they train with a team. And when they get to the summit, they get weather station tours. And it's just sort of like all along the trail throughout the day, they probably see other Seek the Peak hikers.
Oh, cool.
But again, if they opt not to hike to the summit, so it's not, you don't have to be
a hiker.
No,
even.
You don't have to be a hiker at all. It's just more participate in the fundraising, and then you join us Friday evening over at the Weather Discovery Center for the kickoff party where Tuckerman Brewery and Flatbread Pizza generally
very festive.
Provide us with great pizza
Oh,
and beer.
yeah, both of
and,
those are.
And
you just
AMC
made me
is
incredibly
there.
hungry and
DeLorme
thirsty.
comes with some information about some of their devices, and it's just sort of like this. It's just very energizing. And then Saturday, folks get up and hike if the weather's good, or they can choose their day, whatever they prefer to do.
Saturday's a big day.
Yep.
Weather dependent.
And then Saturday evening, we kick off we have an outdoor expo with it's basically gear companies and things come, and we have. That's at 2:00, and this is all at the base of the auto road. So people come down the mountain, or they come from wherever they're staying, and they have sort of these giveaways at the expo, and then it's a huge tent, and we have live music.
I'm already exhausted.
Prize
That's so much
giveaways,
fun.
and
awesome.
it's this huge,
All
this
right.
awesome after party.
Awesome. And again, the dates?
Is July 18th and 19th. So
July
you can
18th
register
and
today, well, even right now, if you raise $200, or even if you registered today, because tomorrow we're going to draw anyone that raised $200 up to the 31st will be in the running for a $50 gift certificate to EMS.
Nice.
Next month, if you've already raised the $200 and you've already been into this drawing, you'll continue and you'll be into another drawing for Vask Boots, who's another major sponsor. And then, the day of, the prizes they're endless, and including another one of our
gear, right?
major sponsors is Subaru. And if you raise $1,000 or more, you get into a drawing for a lease for a Subaru.
Come on.
Yeah, 2015
Really?
Subaru Legacy, I think it is. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's pretty sweet.
That would be sweet. Now, it's a drawing, not like like someone's going to win it, or is it sort of one of those things?
Well, there's two things. There's fundraising thresholds. So as you raise 200, 300, 500, 750, as you raise different amounts, you automatically earn certain prizes that everybody would get. But there's also drawings. So there's automatic prizes that you get for the fundraising threshold. But then there's this ongoing. So
it's like a
drawing
raffle, like your tickets thrown in. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And
awesome.
So we do both, and it's pretty cool.
That is very cool. Website, because you can find the website, of course, through the MountWashington.org, but it also has its own.
Seekthepeak.org.
Seekthepeak.org. So you very kindly agreed to watch and win this, correct?
Or am I
misspeaking here? But this is from EMS. Nice thing about EMS is they have their own brand name products right there in the store, because you have a lot of brands out there, outdoor clothing and gear, great brands. EMS makes it a little bit more affordable for folks to get some really, really great gear with all the bells and whistles, and this one is a great backpack for kids. It has slightly molded, contoured straps here. It has a little pocket up here for little gadgets, and then of course the front pocket and beefy zippers, the whole thing. I used to work at EMS. I still shop there because I love it so much. And Michael and the gang over there do a great job. And if you are heading out, they can help you.
They'll outfit you from head to toe. I mean, not only are they our major sponsor for Seek the Peak, but they outfit our observers and our staff. So for all the weather and things that we experience up there, they provide us the layers and all the necessary stuff to stay safe and comfortable.
Yeah, and they're right down the road in Settlers. I want to say,
It's Settlers Crossing.
It's Settlers Crossing. So it's across the street from Settlers Green, and a beautiful shop.
It's always a fun experience going in there anyway.
It is, and they have rentals
social
and stuff for the winter. So, okay, so let's do this watch and win. Same rules apply. 1 win per 30 days per household. Your answer must match our answer, even if we are incorrect. And you must pick up your prize within 30 days of winning. We're giving away a backpack right now from EMS and Seek the Peak. So you can call 356-6619. I don't have my phone. Do you have a question, Krissy, or do you want us to pull one from the vault?
I would pull one from the vault because I wasn't prepared to have a question. And I already said the date.
Maybe we can do
win.
the anniversary. How many years has Seek the Peak been going on? Do you know that? Or should we not? Look it up.
Yes, I do know.
Do you know?
I do know.
Okay, let's do that. How many years has Seek the Peak existed? Okay, in its form as it is now. I'm going to put a bunch of little caveats in there, so whatever we say is right.
What annual Seek the Peak is this?
All right, so name the year, or not the year, but how many years has it been in existence? Okay, so we're going to the phones for a Seek the Peak EMS backpack. Good morning. Are you going to help us out here with the correct answer?
It was founded in 2001.
2001.
So how many years does that make? Is that
so it'd be 13?
This is the 14th.
This is the 14th?
So is that right?
Is that right? Is this the 14th?
This is the 14th.
Oh, okay, we'll give it to you.
Yeah, so 1, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yes.
My husband, my poor math matician
Yes.
husband is
So
probably
one
rolling
was
over
one
right
and
now.
14 is 14th. Oh, you're so wise.
Congratulations. Who's on the line?
Diana McClellan.
Well, Diana, congratulations. A nice backpack from EMS and Seek the Peak coming your way. And hang on the line, Diana. We'll get all your information.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there you go. Easy enough.
In my mind, I was like, well, I think it was 2000 because it's 14. But
Oh, well, there you go. We
Yeah.
learned 2001 was the year. Okay,
Yeah.
and you guys are
Cool.
going strong. And again, folks, you can find more information about Seek the Peak online at mountwashington.org. Krissy, always
Yeah.
a pleasure
Thank
to
you.
talk
Yeah,
to you
it's
and
fun.
see you.
Have a great